Millionaire Trap Show. Domestic violence when love turns into fear.
You know that should be. Don't tell me shit. Don't tell me shit. Don't tell me shit. Give me this car keys and go. Don't tell me shit. Told you that I've not even run to be like.
Welcome back to the Millionaire Trap Show. Why I teach you game, y'all, from the boardroom to the block. Today's message is different. Some conversations aren't comfortable, but they're necessary. Domestic violence doesn't care about your race. It doesn't care how much money you make. It doesn't care if you're famous or living paycheck to paycheck. Behind closed doors, too many people are living in fear. Today isn't about choosing sides. It's about protecting lives. It's about accountability, y'all. It's about recognizing the warning signs, y'all, before it's too late. Let's get into it. Security camera shows a couple arguing before one partner becomes physically violent.
In the morning, a car sits parked at a BP gas station just outside Detroit, Michigan. A woman suddenly jumps out and runs, with the man from the driver's seat chasing after her around the car. As their argument escalates, he jumps back into the driver's seat while she moves toward the store before stepping on the gas and driving the car straight at her. She barely escapes into the store, being missed by inches. The suspect exits the vehicle and runs inside after her. Now the victim is in a fight for her life and moments away from being abducted. That's when the clerk secretly calls 911.
Police, fire, EMS.
It's a gas station. They got somebody he beat up the girl in the BB gas station. Garage at the 9 Mile. He's gonna be sent to the police.
Okay, what's going on?
Somebody he beat up the girl.
Beat up a girl?
Yeah, he beat up her in the back leg. He's gonna send the police fast.
Okay, what kind of car is he in?
He got a blue Camry.
A blue Camry?
Hurry up, hurry up.
One thing I've learned is this. Violence really starts with the first punch. It usually starts with disrespect, jealousy, threats, manipulation. If somebody constantly makes you afraid to speak, that's already a problem, y'all. Pay attention to the warning signs before they become headlines.
When we not even fucking together. When we not even fucking together. When we not even fucking together. For real? Really? 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 About a bitch that I've already fucking beat up? You serious?
Woman says, he always apologizes after he hurts me.
You gotta be just as loud with the apology as you is with the disrespect. Just as loud with the apology as you is with the disrespect. Simple as that. Like, the disrespect was loud. The disrespect was blatant. The disrespect, you had no regard for me. I need the apology to be just as loud. I need you to scream it from the mountaintops. Go on social media with it. I need you crawling on the floor. I need the apology to be the same level as the disrespect was. So many people like to disrespect you loud as hell and then apologize in private, quietly. No. Pull out that bullhorn. I need that apology to be loud, just as loud as the disrespect was. Just as loud as the neglect you had for me. Just as loud as you disregarded my feelings when you was doing what you was doing. I need the apology to be just that loud. And if it ain't as loud, keep it. I don't want it.
This one is the saddest cycle. Something happens. Then comes the flower, the promises, the tears, the I'll never do it again. Real change isn't measured by apologies. It's measured by consistent actions over time. Nobody deserves to live in fear, waiting for the next apology. Come on now. Man shares his story of being abused by his partner and says nobody believed him.
I keep hearing from men like, Alex, I just wish I would have listened sooner. I let a good one go. Or she's not listening to me. She doesn't trust me anymore. And how do I get it right? It's not a quick fix, but I guess the answer to why do men wait till the relationship is so far gone to show their heart, at least what I found is shame, and that shame runs so deep and it affects multiple areas of our lives. We've been programmed or conditioned to have it all figured out, and when we don't know what to do, when we don't know how to lead, when we don't know how to feel, when we get defensive, when we know we're not showing up as a good partner in their relationship, shame. Because man, I should have this figured out. And a lot of brothers, they don't ask for help. You know, they don't ask for help because they're ashamed to not have it all together. This prevents a lot of men, good men, from growing. A lot of men have been just conditioned that if they show up and if they just pay the bills and if they provide in a way that she sees fit, then that's enough. And relationships are requiring skills. They're requiring emotional maturity. They're requiring men to do the deep inner work. Unfortunately, a lot of men wait until their back is against the wall to want to get it right. A lot of men are waiting till it's too late to seek the skills, the tools, to implement the practices and what it takes to.
This is why we have to have an honest conversation here. Domestic violence can happen to anyone. Men, women, young or old. Nobody should be ashamed to ask.
Also, I want to give my deepest condolence to anybody that's been experienced in domestic violence. Anybody that's inside of it now, I just pray that whoever is still experiencing it, that you fucking leave. Please.
Abuse, it isn't weakness, y'all. Staying silent because you're afraid nobody will believe, that's a burden nobody want to carry, and nobody should carry alone. Former victim says, I stayed because I thought things would get better.
If a man keeps choosing to stay, even after you hurt and disrespect him, do not think you won. He is just testing your love. A man of high value does not lack options. He stays to see if you can be the soft partner he wants or if you will stay hard. With each cold moment, he pulls a piece of his heart away from you. He is slowly learning how to live his life without you. He does not make big threats or show his anger because he is quiet inside. He is simply deciding if you deserve his future. Once he sees that your pride is bigger than your respect, he will make his choice. He will stop trying and close the door. When he leaves, you will never get another chance. Keep his respect while he is here, or watch him build a life without you.
Now I hear this one all the time, y'all. People don't always stay because they want to.
Stupid. This sounds stupid. So now you want to be single for 3 days, right? So now you want to be single for 3 days out of the year. What are you backing up for?
I ain't trying to be single for 3 days.
That's what you're saying?
I'm
so
saying
you need to be
like
single
permanently.
Period.
I'm saying permanently.
Okay. I will fuck up everything you got going, my nigga. Everything. Try me.
Okay,
try me.
I understand.
Try me.
I understand.
Try me, bro. Try me. I swear to God on everything, I will fuck up everything you got going.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes it's fear. Counselor explains the importance of leaving safely and having a support system.
When a man engages in physical abuse in relationships, many times this behavior can be manifested from unresolved emotions that show up as anger and aggression in adulthood. This results from attachment ruptures that occur in childhood. One such attachment rupture is the emotional unavailability of his father. The lack of emotional connection means that he may grow up without learning healthy ways to express and manage his emotions. Instead, he may internalize feelings of rejection, worthlessness, and suffer from impaired developmental tasks of basic trust, which means that he learned not to trust others to be there for him. He also learns to turn to himself for self-soothing at the expense of harming other people, that being his spouse or partner. Psychotherapy can help, It can help to guide him in facing unresolved emotions, learn how to identify and express emotions, and develop healthier and safer coping strategies when faced with conflict, emotional stress in a relationship. When a man
Sometimes it's financial dependence. Sometimes it's hope, man. But hope alone can't fix the violence, y'all. Everybody deserves a relationship built on respect, not fear.
But women in my family, if you're a feminist, a simp, or someone who lacks common sense, scroll along. I ain't playing. This one's not for you.
Why are boys fighting girls? Since when are boys hitting girls? It's because y'all bitch asses are telling y'all sons to hit the girls back.
Imagine that. Well, how about this? Or this.
Fuck home, bro.
Now look the way she's pumping her fist, like, you know, she's ready for a fight. Imagine that. Now, as a son who loves his mom, and a brother who loves his sisters, and a father of 2 lovely daughters, I advocate not violence against anyone, let alone women. But women in my family know better. What are you searching for? Like, any of those could easily become this. Now, the way she's coming off, you would think she's got skills like John Jones, but it turns out she's more like Steven Seagal. And this. Now, this is just daring and very bold, not even paying any attention to the fact that a man's got ego. How about that? How about this? You could clearly see he's trying to get away from her. He's just trying to avoid it. He's being cool. He's just trying to get away from it. And she's all up in his face like she could really do something. And then she strikes him. Now, the one thing she didn't count on is man pride and trying to shame a man in public like this. It doesn't go down easy with everyone. Women expect men to act rationally and responsibly when they don't. When you try and you think that you've got a chance, how does it work out in the end? Everyone has a different breaking point, and you cannot blame someone when you find it. You know,
this is why family and friends and community matter. Sometimes people need help making a safe plan. Don't judge someone because they didn't leave right away. Support them. Listen to them. Help them find a safe path forward.
I asked you to leave. But I asked you to leave. Now you're being weird. You're being weird now. I'm broke. I'm broke. Why don't you want to leave when I asked you to leave, though?
Police looking at what you're doing?
Why do I gotta call the police for you to leave? Why do I have to call the police for you to leave? Why do I have to call the police for you to leave? I was gonna call the police. I'ma still call the police. So why you can't just leave? Why you can't just leave? You can if you want. Shit, you can. You the one that's in my crib. I'm telling you to leave. Can you leave? Then this bitch broke my TV. She broke my TV.
Can you stop recording me?
You broke my TV. Are you gonna pay for this TV that you broke? Are you gonna pay for the TV that you broke? But are you gonna pay for the TV? Are you gonna pay?
Couple talks about how they learn healthy communication instead of letting arguments become physical.
Couples who fight the ugliest but never leave, psychology says they have the realest love you'll ever see. And most people completely miss why. The ones who slam doors, raise their voices, go days without speaking, say things they regret. Everyone calls them toxic because they don't hide their mess. And the difference? They don't run when it gets ugly. Most couples break up at the first big fight because conflict feels like the end. These couples know it's just the middle. Psychology says relationships that survive intense arguments build deeper trust than ones that avoid conflict entirely. Avoiding the fight doesn't mean you have peace, it means you have distance. You've seen each other screaming, crying, at your absolute worst, and still chose to stay and repair. That's not toxicity. That's commitment at its deepest level. They're not scared of the storm because they know how to rebuild after. Every fight survived becomes proof that they can get through anything together. That's not weakness, that's armor. Real love isn't the couple that never fights. It's the couple that goes through chaos, argues hard, faces everything head on, and still chooses each other at the end of the day. Stop calling them toxic for fighting hard. Start respecting them for never leaving. Because staying through the ugliest moments and choosing to rebuild, that is the rarest kind of love. But here's what people miss. They fight that hard because they care that hard. They're not performing perfect for social media. They're in the trenches working through real problems.
This is what we need to see more of. Disagreements happens, yes. Arguments happens, yes. But respect, should never leave the room.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but there's somebody that wants to apologize to you, but they can't bring themselves to do it. And it is not you that's apprehending the process. They can't apologize to you because they talked about you so bad. Inwardly, they can't muster up the strength to forgive themselves.
Real strength isn't who can yell louder. Real strength is knowing how to communicate without violence.
Actually want a relationship to work, you have to understand this first. Y'all are two completely different people trying to build one life. Different childhoods, different triggers, different ways of thinking. So no, they're not always going to react how you would, and that's where most people mess up. You think just because you would handle it a certain way, they supposed to. Now every little disagreement turns into, you don't get me, you always do this, you never. Now it's a fight instead of a conversation. And instead of trying to understand each other, y'all trying to win, keeping score, bringing up old stuff, trying to prove a point. That's not building. That's breaking it down. Because real relationships, they're not perfect. Y'all gonna bump heads. Y'all gonna misunderstand each other. But what matters is how you handle it. Can you communicate without disrespect? Can you listen without getting defensive? Can you pause instead of reacting off of emotion? Or do you just go off every time you get triggered? Because every disagreement is not supposed to push y'all apart. It's supposed to teach you something about each other, how they think, what they need, what bothers them. That's how you actually grow together. But that takes maturity. That takes patience. That takes emotional control. And a lot of people don't have that yet. They just want love without doing the work that comes with it. So yeah, if you want something real, stop trying to be right all the time and start trying to understand. That's the difference between something that lasts and something that keeps falling apart.
Here's the lesson, y'all. Love should never leave bruises. Love should never create fear. Love should never make someone feel trapped. If you're in a relationship built on respect, protect it. If you're in a relationship built on violence, know that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness, y'all. Drop your thoughts in the comments, man. What do you think are the biggest warning signs people ignore before a relationship becomes abusive? This is the Millionaire Trap Show, y'all. Why I teach you game from the boardroom to the block. And remember, if you look like a million, y'all, you can attract a million. I'm out.